Well, Katherine Jenkins joins me now. That was a genuine surprise to everyone. It really was. Why did you decide to do this fantastically bonkers show?
It was bonkers. It was absolutely nuts. When they approached me about it and they told me sort of about the premise of the show, and I've got a little 4.5-year-old at home,
right.
Aaliyah, and I thought, you know what, it's quite hard for her to understand what I do because classical music is quite serious sometimes. I'm singing in other languages. And I thought if I could create a character that she would love, she might get it. So she loves Blue Planet, she loves pink and purple things.
Right.
So I thought, you know what, I'll make this thing for her.
So the octopus was perfect.
And the eyelashes for her, and
completely mad.
Yeah. And then, you know, it was and some of the songs I chose were things that I knew she would love. And so
but did she know it was you, though? How did you manage not to let her know it was
I knew that. So both of my kids, you know, as soon as they hear my
they know it's you,
voice, they know it's me. And so I couldn't tell her, obviously, when it was being filmed or when it was on.
Right.
And then actually she did come out of school the other day and say to me, "Mummy, are you the octopus?" Miss Sandra at school says you're the octopus.
I don't think many mothers have been asked that question, Katherine.
It was so random to have this conversation with her. And then afterwards, I showed her some of it and she hugged me and said, "Mummy, well done, you were a good octopus."
Oh, well, that's it then. That's it. How hard to sing in that, though, even for someone like you who can sing anywhere?
It really was such a challenge because it was the heaviest of the costumes, I think.
Absolutely.
And all the weight was on my shoulders, so to jump around and sort of make the character come to life was quite a lot of work. And then halfway through, because it started to really get to my back, they very kindly decided to put her on wheels at that point, and I became a Dalek.
And the wheeled octopus.
And I wheeled out.
Octopus. So gently wheeled around the floor. One of the songs you sang was Somewhere, didn't you, from West Side Story, which is in the album.
Yes.
Because the album is it's Cinema Paradiso, and it's all fantastic tunes from the movies.
Yeah, it's for me, I've always loved film soundtracks,
of course,
and I wanted to do a sort of iconic movie album. So things like Breakfast at Tiffany's, the theme from Schindler's List, Dances with Wolves, and Somewhere from West Side Story, because that's one of my favourite musicals. And having performed it on Masked Singer, I thought it'd be quite nice to just do it. But without the mask.
Without the mask.
A little easier.
We can actually see you. And the new single is From A Star Is Born, isn't it?
Yes. And again, something I performed on the show. So when I was choosing the music for that, I was trying to think things that I wouldn't normally perform, that I could sing almost sort of off my voice. And but I really fell in love with that song, and it actually does have such an iconic moment in that movie, in A Star Is Born. So
it really does.
It fitted in really well. Each song on the album just feels so positive and kind of like a greatest hits of movie stuff, and so it's been really lovely to me.
You've enjoyed it?
Yeah,
I
really have.
I'd like to do. Well, look, sticking with the movies, you're in a new film.
Yes.
Not in a sort of little cameo singing role. This is proper. With Jonny Depp and Bill Nighy, no less.
Yes.
So tell us about this film.
My first movie role.
Good for you.
I mean, talk about being thrown in at the deep end with Bill Nighy and Jonny Depp. But it was such an amazing experience, and the story is just it's a true story about a fishing village in Japan that was being poisoned by mercury in the water from a factory, and it went on for 20 years. And it sort of Eugene Smith was a famous war photographer played by Jonny Depp, who goes into Japan and sort of breaks open the story to the rest of the world. So a really important story to tell in this current day with environmental issues.
Very much so, very much so. And you worked with your husband?
I did, yeah.
How was that?
He was directing it. I think...
And telling you what to do.
This was his one chance to boss me around, and I let him know, you don't get to do this again.
But it was a great experience.
Yeah, it was so nice to work with him. And,
brilliant.
like I said, the message of the film is so important. So everybody on set was very passionate about it. And so, yeah, I really enjoyed doing it.
So when are we going to see that? When's that?
Well, probably more towards the end of the year. We've just had its world premiere in Berlin at the film festival. And so probably more towards the end of the year.
God, life is good, huh?
Busy and loving being a mum.
I know,
and all
you
of
can
the
tell.
Home life. Oh, the best thing ever.
You can tell.
But yeah, I mean, as long as I keep singing as well.
Oh, that's a great picture.
Oh, there's my little one.
Look at that. That is gorgeous. It's lovely. And you did a really amazing thing. I mean, I know you've talked about it before, but you saw this wee old lady that was getting attacked in the street. Now, a lot of people, sadly, particularly in cities, would have just run off the other way or ignored it. You went right in there to help her. I think that's brilliant. Was that just kind of like instinct? Or you just didn't want to see somebody being treated like that?
I think if somebody's asking for help, you've got to go and help them, surely. And it's, you know, it's not something I can talk about in massive depth because it's an ongoing police investigation. But yeah, if somebody's in need, you should go and help.
Well, see, I thought that was amazing. You not only you did that, put yourself in danger, but then you literally went straight to do a concert. It's a charity concert.
I was singing at a charity carol concert.
You didn't want to let them down,
no,
even though, I mean, you know, that would be a distressing experience, feeling a bit shaky. But the ultimate professional still goes on stage. Still goes on stage.
Thank you.
No, it's fantastic. So, will you ever don the octopus costume again, Katherine? Well, just for fun?
Maybe for the school run. I think they would love that on the school run.
I know, it's the most crazy show, but you can't talk about the show without laughing and smiling. It's absolutely brilliant. Well, you're an amazing, I agree with your daughter, you're an amazing octopus. Amazing octopus. And good luck with the album. When's the album and everything out?
The album's out in April, and I'm also going to be going on tour with the album in 2021.
Excellent, thank you. And the single's out today, of course, in Cinema Paradiso, as you said, in April. Thank you, Katherine.
Thank you for having me on
again.
Great to see you.